Hey guys, welcome back. Somebody call a priest because winter 2018 is on his deathbed and needs last rites. Oh my God, what a shitty year we're having. I'm sorry for my language, but what else can you say? It's probably the worst year we've had, at least probably in the last 5 years. So, 50 miles in 4 days. How does one accomplish 50 miles in 4 days? So, if you guys live in the Northeast, today is Saturday, February 25th. My family, we were up in northern New Hampshire. We had our week-long vacation and planned this trip for over a year, and went up to northern New Hampshire on Tuesday morning. Drove about, so where we're going is up in Colebrook, Stewartson, Pittsburgh, New Hampshire. Pretty much, if you live in the Northeast, you're kind of familiar with that area. As far as usually that area is usually a guarantee for good conditions. So it's about 4.5 hours away from my house. Load up, and we have clear weather because the intent was, we're going to get up there Tuesday morning, and then we're going to ride and go from there. So we're about an hour away from Colebrook. We get off the highway, and the skies opened up, started pouring rain out. So, and it pretty much rained all day Tuesday. We weren't able to ride at all on Tuesday. All right, no problem. We'll ride on Wednesday. And again, if you're living in the Northeast, everybody is aware of what happened on Wednesday. We had record temperatures pretty much all of the Northeast. In my house in Massachusetts, it was like 75 degrees on February 21st. This is not normal. This is not supposed to happen. So we went out riding on Wednesday. We made the best of it because the intent was, the plan was, we'll ride on Wednesday morning, and then we'll get off the trails like 1 or 2 o'clock because then, that's when it was supposed to start raining again, which it did. So we probably did about, 35, 40 miles or whatever on Wednesday. On Wednesday before we got off the trail. So then we went and did whatever, and then on Wednesday night, the cold front came through and reset everything, but because of the moisture content and the snow was so high, everything flash froze, and then essentially all the trails turned into concrete. They were hard as a rock, and so we said, all right, Thursday morning, what we're going to do is we're going to get out of basically off of the lower elevation trails. We're going to get up higher in the mountains and go from there. So we ride out of the cabin. We had probably like half a tank left in the sleds. So, right, no problem. We're going to gas up and go from there. Go to the clubhouse. No gas, right? So it's 8 o'clock in the morning and there's no gas. And so we talked to the people in the clubhouse. The delivery that was supposed to come in there on Wednesday night, Thursday morning, the guy never came. And they called the guy, and then he wasn't scheduled to be there till 2 o'clock. Okay? So what we did is, we'll go out and we'll stay local to the club. We'll kind of do like a bunch of mini loops, and we'll make the best of it. And even with scratchers, my sled, the Fusion, that got as high as 175 at one point. The Adventure with my wife and my daughter on it, again, even with scratchers on, that got to like 162, 163. So it was at the point we're stopping every 15 minutes to let the sleds cool down. And basically after 2 or 3 hours of this, we said, that's it, we're done. All we're going to do, and the trails were horrible. They were hard as a rock, icy, just blowing through corners, no grip, no whatever, anything. So I said, you know what, this isn't worth it. You know what, we're going to let's go back, go have lunch, and then at that point maybe they'll get gas, and we'll reevaluate during the day. And then we came back, and it started raining again on Thursday afternoon. So I said, all right, the groomers are supposed to go out Thursday night and a Friday. Then it turns out the club made a decision not to go out until Friday night. And so we're looking at each other. So, all right, I guess we're done, because if the trails are going to be the same as they were on Friday morning as they were on Thursday, there's no sense of going out. So, essentially, yeah, that's how you get 50 miles in 4 days up in northern New Hampshire. It's kind of a combination of everything that's going on, but unfortunately you can't predict the weather. So no harm, no foul, even though the conditions weren't ideal to having a good riding. We still made the best of it, you know, and we basically explored the surrounding communities, went to a bunch of places, had lunch, and supported the local townspeople and everything else. So we made the best out of it and go from there. We're planning basically the same trip for next year. We've already reserved the cabin for the same week for next winter and hope for the best. Personally, we're going to try to get up there for another weekend, probably in mid-March. That's probably going to be the first opportunity that all our schedules are going to line up. And hopefully go from there and finally get some mileage on these sleds. So if you want somebody to blame for the shitty winter that we're having, blame me. I'll take it all. I'll take all responsibility, because after buying that thing, you know, that's what they say. As soon as you buy a new sled, you get no snow. And I think this is a perfect example of why you should never buy a new sled. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the footage that we shot and some pictures and everything else and some of the stuff that we did see and go from there. But this is kind of an update. I hope everybody that's subscribed to my channel, part of the snowmobiling community, is having a better year than we are in the Northeast. It's really been up and down. It's not a matter of not getting snow. We've had plenty of storms up here, but what would happen is we'll get snow and then we get a rapid warm up, or then we get rain and everything else. We haven't had a consistent stretch of cold weather to really set everything in. So enjoy the footage. Tell me about how your season is going, and I'll talk to you later, guys, and have a good day. See ya.
Yeah.